Hi, I'm Paul Reiche. I'm the president of Toys for Bob. Well, 22 years ago, we founded Toys for Bob, Fred Ford and myself, making Star Control 1 and 2 science fiction games, which to this day have a bizarrely dedicated fan following, and we promise someday we will make the real sequel. And since then, Fred and I have expanded the company. We now have between 90 and 100 employees, depending on where we're at in production. But we've continued the tradition of making one game at a time over the years. And we've been working exclusively with Activision, and we were acquired by them. And the most recent 2.5 years we've spent making Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Well, in Skylanders, the game begins with you, the actual player in the real world, acquiring a portal and what seem like 3 small toys. And someone from the fantasy world of Skylands reaches out to you and explains that these aren't toys, that these are in fact all their heroes who've been ejected by an evil portal master in their world. And because our world doesn't contain much magic, they've shrunken and frozen into what seem like plastic forms. When you put them on the portal, they're actually coming to life and passing through this interdimensional gateway back into Skylanders, where you can control them, and you are trying to find a way to recreate and restore the 8 elements into this core of light, which is what protects Skylands. It started with Spyro. The game started with the instructions, recreate the Spyro franchise. And it wasn't just come up with a new story, come up with some new features. It was fundamentally Activision wants an entirely new kind of game that's never been made before. It was a huge step. It wasn't an incremental improvement at all. So we thought about this for a long time. And where we ended up with was that we wanted to connect the toy gameplay that we remembered from our childhoods with the video gameplay that we've been making for 20 or 30 years, and try to find a way to fire up the imagination through the compelling video gameplay.